Alright, and saving the 2-pack for last, this is the true 2-pack of the event. We have a Goku and Gohan 2-pack. This is the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan Son Goku, and Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan event exclusive, or SDCC 2023 exclusive. You can't even see Goku in this window, you only see Gohan, but yes, there is a full Goku figure hidden behind that image right there. And very cool that they did this. Now, these are two figures that have been made before, of course, but these are redecoed, and it's the first time we get a translucent figure in the DBZ line, I guess you could say. This is supposed to be the spirit or ghost of Goku. If you see that episode when he does the Kamehameha wave there, the father-son Kamehameha wave, you'll see why Goku looks like that. He's not really there, but I guess he is, right? So there it is. Let's crack it open and check it out. Alright, so here they are out of the box. Father and son, Goku and Gohan. Very cool. Exclusive. Once again, I think they did such a fantastic job this year with exclusives. They normally do repaints, which is what, we're accustomed to, but every once in a while they'll throw us a brand new figure as an exclusive. But this year they went with all repaints, and very unique and creative ways of releasing these. It's a great way to re-release this Gohan here. Repainted, and then throw in this Goku that, in other words, won't really sell in a regular release form. I don't think if they release this thing on its own, regular release, I don't think it would do that well. But in this 2-pack, it's gonna do pretty darn well. So very cool they did this with Majin Vegeta. They gave us the Aura, and then with Raditz they gave us Kid Gohan. So it's just very creative ways of releasing these repaints this time around, and I'm all for it. I love it. It's really good. It's a great time to be alive too if you are a DBZ SH Figuarts collector for sure. But this is gonna be another comparison video. All of these SDCC exclusives are basically just comparison videos, because of the fact that they're just repaints. But something else that's cool that this 2-pack comes with is the Aura, or not the Aura, I'm sorry, the Kamehameha Wave energy ball that Gohan forms with Goku, of course. So this has a peg-o in it, and he comes with a hand with a peg, so you can have this applied to the hand, and you can really recreate the scene, which makes this 2-pack even better. So it comes with the effect, always advocating for effects, so that's cool. And then every piece of Goku, this is the same Goku that we got when he released with the Aura effect, but every accessory he comes with is in his translucent Force Ghost, essentially, form here, with all his hands and whatnot. Same thing with Gohan. Face sculpts came out fantastic. Whoops, there goes the camera. The face sculpt came out fantastic. Look at that. Looks great. Same ones that we've seen before, of course, and they're all scuffed up. Battle damage. No blood, though, unfortunately. I don't think Tamashii is allowed to apply blood to their figures, because they would have done it by now. But the scuff marks are allowed, and you can see that he's riddled with them all over. And in this scene, unfortunately, the accurate way is to have him bloodied, because in this scene Gohan was extremely bloody. His arm is drenched in blood. His face was bloody as well. And the best they could do is the scuff marks. So it's unfortunate that it's censored for the most part. And then the backside has no scuffs at all. Look at that. It's just the front torso and head, really. His right arm is clean as well. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. But this is the best that we're gonna get in terms of, I guess, blood or battle damage with this line. So you're gonna have to customize these guys if you want the blood in it. But overall, we got the awesome sculpt that we got before, the 2.0 growing articulation there. Very, very cool. There's a torso ripped as well. So he does come with the translucent Super Saiyan hair, which I do not like, but I don't mind it on exclusive releases like this, because I already own this figure with the good hair sculpt that I like with the yellow paint. So, but yeah, this definitely doesn't look as good as the yellow paint, as I always say in my videos. As for Goku, this is literally a Goku figure that you can only use in this pose or in this display with Gohan doing the Kamehameha wave, the father-son Kamehameha wave. Other than that, it's going to look silly on your shelf if you just have a blue translucent Goku sitting around. So yeah, you definitely could only really pose this guy or display him in that pose with the father-son Kamehameha wave effect. Now, he's translucent, but his joints are not. You can see the joints are a darker blue. They're not translucent, so they kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I don't know why they couldn't make that translucent, but apparently they could not. Here it is on his knees, but it is the back of the knee, which you don't really see from the front. They did airbrush the front, so it's not completely translucent and see-through. There is a little bit of a ghostly effect or a cloudy effect on there. The wrist joints also are not translucent, but it's kind of hidden from the, by the wristband there. And other than that, it looks great. They did paint it. They did airbrush the torso as well. It's a little darker there, so it's not completely see-through like Invisible Woman would be, or you won't be able to see all the joints in there. You see some of it from the back, but from the front, you're going to be pretty good. And the face looks pretty good. Honestly, it looks like him. Still looks good for a Goku. Alright, so here is the Goku that this Force Ghost Goku is based off of here. This is the 2.0 Super Saiyan Goku. And I actually had him posed in that father-son Kamehameha wave with Gohan on my display. So now I'm going to be able to swap him out with the Force Ghost. I keep calling it Force Ghost, but the Spirit Goku right here, which is the one that I guess makes more sense, or at least it's gonna make more sense to display this figure like that, because it's just gonna look silly on my shelf like that without the father-son display. But you can see them both posed the same way there, and how they compare side by side. Looking back on the scene, I realized that he actually did appear like this first. And it was only when he actually initiated the Kamehameha wave that everything was flashing, and then Goku appeared blue behind him. It was this scene right here, and it's funny because that's really what this figure is based off of, is this scene where it's flashing and you can see Goku's blue, and at the very end it goes back to his regular colors. So technically, you could display the father-son Kamehameha wave with either figure, but if you have both, it makes sense to go with this one, since, like I mentioned before, it's gonna look silly to display him any other way on your shelf if it's not the father-son. So I don't know, but if you really, if you don't like the way it looks like having a blue Goku behind Gohan, then you could still go with your traditional colored Goku. Alright, so here's that original Gohan, Battle Damage Gohan, and there he is with the Battle Damage clothing, but the no scuff marks on the body. I always found that very interesting and silly that they have him all ripped up. All his clothing is ripped up, but he is clean, like he's not hurt at all. And it does look silly, and it still looks silly on the new one. But the scuffs do help. They do. But honestly, he should be really torn up, like he actually was in the scene. So, but you can see there the yellow hair looks so much better, 100 million billion times better than the translucent hairs. Obviously, you could head swap, but skin tones are way off. It's not going to really work out. But what we could do is just swap the faceplates, because the faceplates come off and the hair is separate. So let's do that. And boom, here we go. So we have the original hair sculpt with the faceplate of the new one and on the body of the new one. So it just looks so much better. Something I really want to point out is, so here is the original screaming face on the original release, and then here is the screaming face on the new release, and it is updated. It's literally a different sculpt, and this sculpt does not exist with this release. Like, this is the replacement for it, and it looks so good. Like, that is awesome. So this is a brand new faceplate, replacing the old one, which honestly, side by side, like, what the heck was this, But that looks fantastic. Very, very nicely done. And of course, if you want, you can take that faceplate away from your new one. Use your old hair, because it's the GOAT. It's the best looking hair in terms of color. Put the new faceplate on the old, and it works. And even the eyebrows work, because the eyebrows are not translucent, they're yellow, so they work. And boom, you got yourself a scuffed up, yelling, way better sculpt Gohan faceplate. Alright, so I tried my absolute best to get these two posed the same way. It's not there 100%, but you can see here how they look side by side. And we got the new hand. This is a brand new hand sculpt as well with the peg, so that you can attach the Kamehameha wave charge, you know, that he's charging up before he blasts off. So there's the two. You can see they went with a darker purple, darker bluish purple for the gi over here for Gohan, and then this is your traditional, just regular purple there. And before I wrap up this video, here's a quick setup of both Gohan and Goku and their father-son Kamehameha wave attack here against Cell. I went ahead and took away one ray from it because this one was right where the finger is, and the way I have it posed, I want to show, you know, I want to be able to see his face and a little bit of Goku's face right there behind him as well. And I think that came out pretty good. So overall, it's a cool release. Like I mentioned, great release here for the fans of DBZ. It's not something that's essential for the casuals out there, but for the diehards, you guys are really going to enjoy this one for sure, especially the new updated Gohan. So with that said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and take care, take it easy, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.